I welcome you to the Messiah Revelation channel, which is an end-time prophetic channel. We are dedicating today's message to the conference of the parties 28 going on in Abu Dhabi, UAE, United Arab Emirates. It's very critical because they have 7 years left for the agenda, the New World Order agenda. The target year is 2030, and 2023 they are having a meeting to discuss the agenda, and the meeting is taking place in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. And for those of you who are not aware, the United Nations has been organizing conferences on climate change, and the 28th conference scheduled for 2023 was scheduled for Abu Dhabi from November 30th, 2023 to December the 12th, 2023. They have 7 years left for the 2030 agenda, and as part of the COP28 conference in Abu Dhabi, the King of England, King Charles, spoke, and he made an opening remarks at the conference. And for those of you who are not aware, you can Google COP28, the conference of the United Nations taking place in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates in the year 2023. The purpose of the COP agenda is to discuss about climate change, aka the worship of the earth. And the COP28 conference in Abu Dhabi is the largest ever organized by the United Nations. And I watched my phone, and there were a lot of crazy things going on. The government of Ghana is sending over 600 members, delegates to the conference, and the government of Nigeria is sending over 1,400 delegates to the conference. If that is true, then it means that the conference is very, very important, not only for the globalists, but also for the nations, the kings of the earth. And definitely it's an opportunity for people to enjoy, particularly the leaders of nations, corrupt leaders who will enjoy even when their people are languishing in poverty. And Nigerian government will send a delegation of over 1,000 people to a conference, and Ghana will send a delegation of 600 people, over 600 people to just a conference, COP28. And I understand there will be over 70,000 people attending the conference scheduled for November 30th, 2023 to December the 12th, 2023. They have 7 years more to go for the agenda of the New World Order to be completed by 2030. So they have 7 years more to go. The New World Order is behind time, and King Charles made a statement. He made a statement. He said, "The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth." This is an opening statement made by King Charles, the King of England. Formerly, he was Prince Charles. And when he was the prince, he made a statement that the world will need trillions of dollars to prepare for the agenda. The world will need trillions of dollars, and they have to have a plan. They have to have a military star plan to gather trillions of dollars to complete the agenda, the 2030 agenda, the agenda of the globalists, the agenda of the New World Order. So, in his opening statement in Abu Dhabi, UAE, the King of England said, "The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth." What does it mean? It means that the world that we see doesn't belong to humankind, doesn't belong to people. We, the people, we belong to the earth. So the King of England is intentionally distorting the Bible. So let's look at what the Bible says about the earth, and let's look at the writings in first Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." And so Genesis 1:26 is very clear that someone created the earth. He's not just an ordinary someone. He is Elohim, the Most High, the Creator. He created the world from nowhere, and nothing was in existence before the Creator of the world, Elohim, created the universe, and he gave the world to human beings that he created. And he said that we should have dominion over creation, and we should have dominion over the earth. Lo and behold, the king, one of the kings of the earth, King Charles of England, a Gentile nation, is making a speech, a blasphemous speech in United Arab Emirates, and he's saying that the earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. What is he doing? It means that he's initiating the false worship of the earth, the worship of Mother Earth, the worship of Mother Nature. Definitely, they don't believe in creationism. They don't believe that it was God who created the world. They believe that the world was just emerged. It came through evolution. The agents of Lucifer do not believe in creation because they don't believe in God. They believe in their father, who is Lucifer, and they worship creation instead of worshiping the Creator, the Most High, the one who lives forever and ever. And this is not the first time we have encountered people who worship creation instead of worshiping the Creator. And Apostle Paul has warned us about it. And so let's look at what the Apostle Paul said in the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. He's talking about God's wrath against mankind, the wrath of God that is coming. And it is coming because there are some people who have deviated from the laws of God. And those people include those who worship the earth. They worship creation instead of worshiping the Creator, the Elohim, the Most High. And so let's look at what Paul said about these people demonic agents of Lucifer, what he said about them in Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who change, he's talking about those people who change the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. And so if you read Romans chapter 1 verse 26, that Paul is talking about the consequence. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Apostle Paul is talking about homosexuality, lesbianism, he's talking about transgenderism, and Paul is also talking again, verse 27. And likewise, also the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lusts one toward another, a man lusting a man, with men working with that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to these things which are not convenient. And so the Lord gave them up. There are so many things that they did. They began to worship creation instead of the creator, and they deviated from the natural laws of sex, men having sex with men and women having sex with women. And for this cause, God gave them up. And here we are. They have 7 years left for the Satanic 2030 agenda, and they are initiating Mother Earth worship, worship of the earth. It's mother worship. And it's not only the globalists. There are some people who are operating online, and one of them, an African in Kenya, her name is Mumbi Seraki, and is talking about the worship of African ancestors, the worship of Mother Earth, Mother Nature. It's all satanic worship, and I don't blame her because of the poverty in Africa. A lot of people are making money by talking about demonic things, and a lot of people will want to watch those things. And when they watch those things, the people actually they get recognized, more views, more subscribers. And so Mumbi Saraki is talking about worship of African ancestors instead of worshiping the Creator, the Most High. He's talking about the worship of Mother Earth, Mother Nature. And this is what is happening in Abu Dhabi, where the COP28 conference is going on. And we have the King of England saying that the earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. The worshippers of the earth, the worshippers of the climate, they have very weird ideas. Some of them are even saying that nuclear war is necessary because it will be a solution to climate change. Climate change. The science going on in the world, the result of human activity. Of course, they don't have the knowledge of the Bible. They don't care. The science going on, changes in the weather, these are all signs of the end times. They are signs showing that the end is very close. The Messiah is coming. But the agents of Lucifer have turned it around. They are saying it's because of climate change, and you have to protect climate. You have to protect the earth, Mother Earth. The earth is their mother. The earth is their mother. They don't have a father, or rather, they have a father. Of course, definitely Lucifer is their father. And it's very, very interesting that um, a conference will be held, COP28, and the focus is on worshiping the environment. And the focus is on changing our mentality. And they are saying that King Charles said that imminent action has to be taken in order to promote SDG agenda, sustainable development goals. And as part of worshiping the earth, and as part of worshiping the environment, they are taking steps to protect carbon emissions of carbon, the carbon that we consume. They are designing cities so that the cities will be carbon friendly. You cannot drive. You have to, um, you know, consume carbon, and you should not waste it. And there should be a carbon credit given to you. And I heard Obama talking about carbon, and I'm not surprised because Obama is part of the crowd that worship the environment. He is somebody who doesn't even want to mention the name, the creator. And as you watch in the video that I did, there was a time he was quoting the Declaration of Independence, and he did not want to um, he didn't want to quote the word creator that is in the Declaration of Independence. And so you see what they are doing. They are now trying to introduce mother worship. So they are changing worship from worshiping the creator of the universe, Elohim, God, the great, the God who created the universe, the Lord who is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, and they are moving slowly from changing the, the the object of our worship from God, and they are moving it to Mother Earth, and very soon, you know what they will do? They will move the worship to the worship of the Antichrist and the beast spoken of in the book of Revelation, the beast spoken of in the book of Daniel. And so it's very, very interesting that they are worshiping the earth, and the King of England is saying that the earth doesn't belong to human beings. The earth doesn't belong to us. We belong to the earth. The earth controls us, and we should do things to protect the environment. And that is why they have that massive conference going on in United Arab Emirates, and 70,000 people are attending, and African nations are sending large delegation to the conference at the expense of the poor who are languishing in poverty, those who don't have food to eat, those who don't have electricity. And that's how you understand why Nigeria will send over 1,000 delegates to the conference. And that's why you understand why Ghana will send over 600 people to the conference going on in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, the COP28 conference, the conference dedicated to the worship of the earth. Prince Charles, or rather King Charles, is saying the earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. He's misquoting the Bible. He's doing this intentionally. And the king had the audacity to speak on behalf of the Commonwealth of Nations. And by the way, the Commonwealth of Nations are the nations that were colonized by Gentile Britain. And the Commonwealth of Nations include Canada, it includes Australia, New Zealand, Nigeria, and other nations. As we are aware, there was a time that United Kingdom colonized almost every nation in the world, obviously including United States, which is the Babylon spoken of in the book of Revelation. All that they are doing is putting um, the final nail in the coffin, and they are going to bury the worship of God, and they are now beginning with the worship of the earth. And they are saying that we should protect the environment, we should protect the climate, and we need to make sure that the sustainable development goals will be met by 2030. They don't believe that the God who created the universe will be able to sustain the universe. And this idea is a satanic idea that came from theories from occult intellectuals, principally Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was somebody who went to school. He wanted to be a priest, but he dropped out of school, and he began writing about evolutionism. And according to an occultist by name Nathan Uzoma, Charles Darwin was actually a Freemason, and he was an occultist, and he was doing the bidding for Satan when he wrote about evolutionism, the origin of the species. His ideas has influenced many nations, including the United States. And so, as you are aware, somewhere in 1987, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that you cannot teach about creationism without talking about evolutionism. In other words, the Supreme Court of the United States does not believe that it was God who created the universe. The intellectuals, the presidents, and the globalists, and they are all behind the movement towards worshiping the earth, mother worship. And it is a prelude to the eventual worship of the beast who is coming very soon. And they are behind time. They are behind time. 2023, they have only 7 years left for 2030 to come. And some of their architects are out, as we are aware. Henry Kissinger died. He was one of the agents, the architects of the New World Order, and he participated in those secret meetings. He went to meetings organized by the World Economic Forum, and that is trying to reset the world. And he was not lucky. He died 2023, just before the COP28 conference in Abu Dhabi. He just died, and he was not lucky that he died. But his ideas are still continuing. His henchmen are in control. The King of England, he made an opening statement, and he said that action is imminent, and we have to do. They have to do something, and to make sure that they achieve the goals. The 2030 agenda is the agenda of the New World Order, and he's saying that the earth does not belong to us; we belong to the earth. As he's making this, you have to know that we don't have enough time at all, because they themselves don't have enough time. They have up to 2030 to do what they have to do, and the Antichrist will come. The Antichrist is already alive, and they know him. And as you are aware, I mentioned Barack Hussein Obama is the Antichrist by revelation, and he knows the organizers of the COP28 conference in Abu Dhabi. So they know who the Antichrist is, and they are laying the groundwork for him. They are preparing for the final worship of the Antichrist, Barack Hussein Obama. And now, for now, they are saying that you have to worship the earth because the King of England is saying the earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. So we need to protect the earth. We need to protect the environment. We need to worship the environment. In other words, you need to worship Mother Earth. And unfortunately, some satanic believers who call themselves Africanists, Pan-Africanists, are also talking about Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and they are promoting the agenda of Lucifer. I already told you one of them. Her name is Mumbi Seraki. If you Google the YT, if you Google you mention you see her agitating for the worship of the Mother Earth, Mother Africa. He's talking about black people going back to worship the ancient gods and goddesses. He's talking about nonsense all the time. And so this is where we are in the end of days. They have only 7 years left to complete the agenda. The 2030 agenda is part of the New World Order, which is Novo Order Seclorum, is written on the American currency. And the founding fathers of America, they foresaw that this day will come. A day will come when a new world order will come in, and people will be worshiping Mother Earth. They will be worshiping climate. The order will be different, and that will be a prelude to the eventual worship of the Antichrist, who is Barack Hussein Obama. And I believe he's watching, and he's very happy that the world is now shifting from the worship of the Most High, and now they don't even talk about the Creator. They are talking about creation, and they are psyching the minds of the world to worship the creation, the earth, instead of worshiping the Creator. And there will be a time when they will pass a law that you should worship the beast. You should worship the Antichrist. You should worship Barack Obama. Wake up, wake up. And this is the message as we prepare for the Messiah. We don't have time at all. They are beginning to worship Mother Earth. And the prophecy is very clear. And before we close, let's look at Revelation 11, verse 18. And when the Messiah comes, Revelation chapter 11, verse 18, and the Lord will basically pour the wrath against a group of people, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they shall be judged, and that should give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroy the earth. This is what Apostle John saw in Revelation when the final, the seventh trumpet sounded. The saints were happy because they said there is time for the Messiah to judge small and great, and should destroy, the Messiah should destroy them which destroy the earth. They are preparing to destroy the earth, and some of them are preparing to destroy the earth by implementing depopulation agenda, and they will use all means. You remember what happened in 2020, and now they are talking about climate change, and they have a conference, and they are saying you should worship the earth, you should worship creation, not the creator. And the Lord knows that. And that's why in Revelation 11, verse 18, he's saying that a time will come, the Messiah will reward the prophets and the saints, and he will also destroy those who destroy the earth. And so watch them. And they can destroy the earth, but their time is coming. They have up to 2030 to do whatever they have to do, but they don't even have time. Time doesn't belong to them. Time belongs to the creator of the universe, the Most High Elohim. The Lord of Lords is his name. He doesn't sleep, he doesn't slumber. He's watching them. He's watching the kings of the earth, including King Charles. He's watching the princes of the earth. He's watching the Antichrist, who is in waiting. He's watching Barack Hussein Obama. He's watching every move that he makes. He's watching the COP28 conference going on in United Arab Emirates, and he is hearing all the blasphemy coming from the conference participants, including the blasphemy that came from the mouth of the King of England. They call him King Charles, but the king, the real king, is coming. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, who is coming, is coming with his full battle contingent, and he is coming to destroy those who destroy the earth. Revelation 11:18 is your reference. Thank you for watching this video. My email is raptureafrica@yahoo.com, and I'm leaving the links to this video in the description box. Thank you for watching this video.